Hi, welcome to the Popular Podcast. My name is Philip. First, let's check the mailbag. Clarissa T. asks, have you ever learned any practical skills simply from seeing them performed in a TV show, movie, or video game? P.S. Step-by-step and instructional videos don't count. Hi, Clarissa. The short answer is yes, and I think it's really the actors that have taught me the most. Like, I've learned how to get someone to look away so I can plant a tracker on their attaché, and I've learned how to move my fingers on a keyboard really quickly in order to hack into local utilities. I would, of course, never actually do that, mostly because I don't think anything would happen. I've also learned how to accidentally cut myself while shaving because I was distracted by something that was bothering me. I think one of the main things I've learned how to do by watching TV and movies is how to read lips. All I do is just listen to what they're saying while watching their mouths move, and I have no trouble at all figuring out what's being said. It's really not too hard. Now it's time for dieting quietly. There's not really too much to report. These days I'm tracking what I'm eating sometimes I don't. I recently went on a vacation where I didn't try to watch what I was eating at all, but I did walk a lot, so maybe that burned a few calories. I recently got some new running shoes for the first time in a while, so maybe that'll motivate me to run more. Or not, we'll see. I'm mostly looking forward to the holidays because of all the different desserts. I figure I can counteract the extra calories from sweets by strategically replacing meals with desserts, which I guess won't really be desserts anymore since they won't be concluding a meal but replacing it. I like most holiday treats, things like pumpkin pies, pecan pies, sugar cookies, some fruit cakes, eggnog, ciders, wassails. I probably won't do too much peppermint or ginger flavored things though, they're usually not my favorite. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving! Well, as I just referenced, with American Thanksgiving coming up, there's a lot of food to plan for, so I thought I'd share some recipe ideas to add to your feast's lineup. It's time for Thanksgiving dish ideas. For these ideas, I really tried to pick dishes that feature seasonal fruits and vegetables. For instance, how about fixing some roasted Brussels sprouts garnished with a radish and cranberry glaze? Or how about toasted apple kale salad garnished with pickled celery and brandy-soaked cauliflower? Another side that I think will make mouths water this Thanksgiving is carrot pudding with minced ginger and bell pepper seeds. And everybody likes garlic, right? Well, try mixing it up with some bananas, beets, broccoli, and creatine, and see if that does anything for you. I don't really have any recipes for any of these, but I bet you can make it work. Happy Thanksgiving! I like to collect really great quotes, and I'd like to share some now. This first one comes from Richard Callender, who famously said, "The larger the rocks in your pockets, the slower you will walk." And here's one from Fumi Yoshida, who said, "All unshared secrets will be shared one day with death." When you hear people speak about motivation and goals, they'll often reference this quote from Lauren Oblonsky, which is, "When you think you want something, remember that you want it." But most people leave out the rest of the quote. Here's the full quote. "When you think you want something, remember that you want it. Don't forget." Madam Charlotte Capelouto says simply, "People, animals, and plants can all be eaten." I actually think about that one a lot. And this last quote I'll read today is from Charles Leiter, who said, "If you fall while falling, then why not live while living?" Happy Thanksgiving! Before we wrap things up, it's time for household tips. For most of my life, I thought the day after Thanksgiving was called Black Fly Day, because it was my understanding that that was the day that black flies would buzz around the neighborhood, laying their eggs in all the thrown-away turkey carcasses. But just last week, an unnamed source told me that it's actually Black Friday, like the day of the week that comes after Thursdays except in leap years. So here's the tip. Be sure to double wrap those turkey carcasses before throwing them out, or they'll be sure to turn into active breeding grounds for flies on Black Friday. Okay, that'll do it for another Pop Filler. Thanks for listening, and remember, you'll be fine. Happy Black Fly Day!